All right, welcome back to the channel. We have reached the end of season 6. We are at episode 13, Be Free, the extra long finale. Now I'm really glad I did a separate one for this. So full spoilers ahead if you haven't seen it. So many of you have binge watched it. The show has only been out since Friday at midnight, Friday morning. So it's only been out for like 2.5 days. And I haven't been a binger for a little while. I kind of like waiting a week. When Netflix first came out, it was great to just binge everything, but they didn't always have that original programming. But when shows like this came out, it is, this is a binge-worthy show. This is something you can't stop watching. So I understand. But I want to talk about, just real quick, well, I love all the comments and stuff, and I love differing opinions. Let's try to keep it nice. If you have a differing opinion, that's great. Just let's not be, I don't know. Let's just try to be cool. If you don't like what I say, just don't watch it. Anyway, I shouldn't say it like that. Everybody has a right to an opinion, but, in the comment section, if you don't want to subscribe, don't subscribe. If you don't like my opinion, that's fine. Just let's try to be nice to each other, right? So, anyway, let's just talk about this season. So, like I said, full spoilers, and I'm not going to follow any, like, A to B to C. Like, I'm just going to jump around how I feel like. So, like I said, I've liked this season. Again, the performances stand out. Really, in this. Everybody is doing a really good job. But the writers made a decision, the creators made a decision, the showrunners, they all made the decision to do the show this way. And while I do, like at the very beginning, said consequences from last year, but I feel like they wanted to make some statements with this season, and that's all and well and good. But I started feeling by the end of it that I was watching a little more like how I feel when I watch The Handmaid's Tale. If you've seen any of my videos of The Handmaid's Tale, go check those out and see how restrained I am, unrestrained actually, how I am in those videos. I've been pretty calm when I watch this, but this video, this episode, kind of makes me want to go a little more like I do on The Handmaid's Tales, because I'm a little fucking pissed right now. I feel like the decisions they made, I mean, here it is. We all knew that Barb and Carol needed to go, right? We needed 13 episodes to do that story. I feel a little like that a kickball game. I mean, I love that Ruiz decides to step up and change their rules. That Carol and Barb aren't even there. This is all just a setup of theirs. Again, a couple of petty fucking chicks who just want to get at Frida. They get everybody else riled up. They've been working together just to get to Frida. And that the whole brawl is just a way to distract everybody from what they're really planning on doing. They don't care about anybody. And these are our villains, besides the system. We needed 13 episodes to let everybody know that we don't need to hate you because you're on different blocks. It feels like petty bullcrap. And how did these two dickweeds get to manipulate all these people? It just, I don't know. I feel like they could have done a better job writing this season. Everything just conveniently fell the way that they wrote it the way they needed it to get to where they felt like it needed to go. Now, as far as I'm glad that they killed each other. That's great. Now they're gone. We're not going to have to worry about them if there is another season. I'm sure there will be. And Frida's fine. But Red's in the shoe. Gloria's in the shoe. Daya's still on heroin. Lorna's in labor. So Chapman's out. And at least we weren't stuck in that situation where is Alex going to get killed or possibly killed again. There is some hope going forward. There's some less hope for the other girl that got out, Eyebrows, who got out with Chapman. It looks like they separated them. She's going away again. I don't know if that's for, like, if she's illegal Or if she was illegal, why would they let her stay? I don't know. Something's going on there. And if somebody knows what that's about, please let me say it in the comment section. Because after I'm done with this, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. It's like 3 o'clock here, and I've got other shows to do, so I've got like a couple of hours where I'm just going to like what do you call it, decompress from this show. So yes, going forward, what do I think Chapman's going to get up to? Well, they'll probably do the memoirs thing. She won't be fully gone from the show, but she probably will be very limited next year. But the Tasty thing and all that. This is one of those reviews, man, where I'm afraid to tell my opinion without getting just really people getting pissed at you. And I don't want to back down because I try to be honest. But I felt a little like all this like crap. You could see where this was going, right? If you thought that there was a chance that they were going to say not guilty, I wish I could be you. If you thought that way. Because I could see this coming a mile away. Oh, stay positive. All the smiles. When Caputo especially was smiling in the courtroom, I was like, she's fucking dead, man. She's going away. She's going to be confirmed guilty. Because the story needed her to be guilty. Because then you don't get to make that statement that the system is wrong and that the whole black, like the guys from the ACLU, to just show that there is no justice, that there isn't. And you know what? That's true. But I could see it coming a mile away, and it felt a little ham-fisted, felt a little forced. If you don't already know about how bad things are in that system, I don't need the television show to beat me over the head with it. Okay, I hate that they wrote it like this. I wish that there could have been a not guilty for her, but they set it up so that she would take the fall. That it would just get worse. And that Cindy seeing the cover up and everything, all that was for nothing. All the feelings I was having about those moments were for nothing because it doesn't matter. It was never going to matter. There was never going to be another ending to this. That Cindy would come forward and somehow, they'd look into it better because this is more realistic. But and that's great. We need more realistic situations in shows like this. But I still feel like they were like just really ham-fisting it. Like it felt real forced and it felt really kind of manipulative. That being said, I mean, it's still well done and still well acted, and I hope that there's something going forward. Like Red said, the one thing Luschek got right was that he was better at camp, and we're probably never going back there. He took off like we knew he would. Like Gory even told him that he's not going to do nothing. And the whole thing with the fantasy inmate thing that they said was going to end. I guess I should be happy that the big girl won. Because she won with Carol and Barbara killing each other, but it's still disgusting, and no amount of explanation for hoping that others do wrong to each other so you can win a few bucks is going to change that. It's disgusting. I don't care if it was it shouldn't be a thing. And then this whole thing with now the Polycon place, setting up immigration and customs places. Again, really, you're not being very subtle with your statement making here. You're being very slap us over the head with, yeah, we get it. The system is fucked. The system is corrupt. Bad people get away with things. And this season does remind you that this is a prison show. Okay? We can all have our laughs and we can all have our favorite characters and we can all have our hopes for them. But this season really reminds us of that there is no justice and that these people do bad things and they are easily manipulated and blah, blah, blah. But it's also the writers that do that. And, our enjoyment of the show is all at the whims of the people who make it. And so, while I'm glad I watched this season, while I'm glad I enjoyed some good performances and some good storylines and things like that, overall, I feel like, again, it's a little forced, a little too on the nose. And, you know, I'll still watch it next year. I'll still look forward to it. But I don't know. I feel a little down now. And not because, hey, I can't handle, like, you know, I can handle it. It's just 13 episodes in a couple of days. I'm not even 100% sure how I feel. Like, right now, these are my very, very first impressions. This is right after the finale is over. So this is just pure, unadulterated, haven't really thought everything out. This is just first reaction to it. And hopefully, given time, I'll start to see maybe some subtle things that I didn't. Maybe I'll appreciate it a little bit more than I do right now. But right now, it's just like, I don't know. I'm glad that everybody pretty much lived. I'm glad that nobody that the kickball game was a kickball game and not a slaughter fest. I'm glad that Caputo went back to Figueroa. But we still got to deal with, you know, hopefully they can maybe do something to help Tasty out next year. But until then, I don't know. I really don't have anything else to go forward. I mean, I want to see things try to maybe get back to normal. Maybe without these two ladies in there, maybe the show can kind of get back to the way it was. Except you still have Wild Card Madison there, so I don't know. Anyway, that's it. 13 episodes in just a couple of days. It's a lot of videos. I got other shows I'd like to get back to. I was doing Man in the High Castle. I'm going to go back to doing that. and like I said, we got Sharp Objects, Preacher, comic reviews, all that stuff. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you subscribe, please don't subscribe and then unsubscribe for silly reasons. Thank you. Hit the bell for notifications. And that's about it. So thank you for everybody who watches these videos. I really appreciate all the support. I really do. I love all the comments, even the ones that I have to respond to and kind of like, sorry you didn't like it. But anyway, this is Robert Smirking on Reviews. I'm saying again, have a great day. Enjoy your Sunday, and we'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye.